this book is so boring right now. It's so boring. Anxious enough to throw up. It's great. This reading vlog, the concept of time does not exist. Okay, so it's 4 o'clock and Lexi, Allie, Liv, and Kaylin have already started baking. I'm at a stoplight because I was stuck going to 2 different grocery stores to get my ingredients because I just got off of work too. So I'm behind. They've already been baking for like 10 minutes and they've been updating me. My baked good is literally going to be out of a box. It was going to be pumpkin pasties again, but now it's a green light. Ah! Trying to get to the baking party on time. Okay, I'm home. I am now 30 minutes behind baking schedule, but I have all the ingredients that I need. I'm no longer making pumpkin pasties. I'm going to make brownies with maple butter. Maple butter on top. Maybe it'll taste terrible, who knows. I also got myself this pumpkin pie ginger brew. Who knows? It's something. I'm also gonna have some antipasties with some of this garlic aioli. Got some pumpkin spice beverage for a latte while I'm waiting for stuff to cook, and an entire butternut squash just for me. This is my dinner right here, this fucking squash. That's a squash almost fell down. Good start to this 24-hour sleepover Halloween fun time explosion. I need to get baking so I can be in time for Coraline, which is happening in 30 minutes, so I drizzled some maple butter on top. That's like a little maple butter drizzle, and we're gonna put this in the oven. My maple butter brownies are in the oven. Yay! And it looks like I'm actually right on time because now everyone else's creations are in the oven as well. And it looks like we're each going to have to we're each going to be baking about 35 minutes, so perfect timing. I really made it happen. Yeah, so the maple butter, oh my gosh. The maple butter I used is from Trader Joe's. It's literally like $3 or $4 for maple butter, which is usually, maple butter is usually pretty pricey. So $4 is good. And it tastes amazing. And it's supposed to be really good on pancakes and everything. So definitely recommend. vlog's off to a great start. So I was on campus for 12 hours doing work and homework and everything else I decided to sign up for this year. Yeah, and now I have to do more homework because that's just this week. After that, I'll read though. See you then. It's 9 p.m. I got this far in the first one. I don't know what it is about me and 24-hour readathons, but it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. I've been trying this for a while now. This is like my 4th or 5th one, and I was like, this is gonna be the one. I'm gonna stay up late. I'm so tired. So tired. I just don't have the motivation to read. Am I doing something wrong? I feel like I'm doing it wrong. That's a negative way of thinking about it. I did do some reading. I tried. That's all we can expect from ourselves. So I'm gonna wind down because my bedtime is 10 o'clock, even when I try to make it later. It's always 10 o'clock. I can't stay up later. It's 9 p.m. I shouldn't be this tired, but also I had such a long week. Every day's a long day. I've been on campus for many hours every day. And I'm reading a lot because of my YA Lit class, which is good. But you know, everything else doesn't get read as well. I'm really behind on Russian. It's a lot. It's just a lot.
You and I, we met a Tuesday morning, sun high in the sky, and I felt free. You did your best and I ignored the warnings. Fair enough, I guess I didn't wanna see. I wanted an adventure. I wanted something new. I gave you half my heart and figured there is just no trust in you. Fool you, I will fool you, I will fool you. 'Cause you're never gonna get the best of me. Use you, I will use you, I will use you. Until I am strong enough, until I can break these cuffs. You and I, we tried so hard to make it. You promised me that you would never leave. But time and time again, I knew you'd break it. You said, honey, it's just the nature of my being. I wanted an adventure. I wanted something new. I gave you half my heart.
So I'm intermittently reading Ghost while I'm doing homework. So I'm currently on my 5-minute break. I only have 2 minutes left. But I'm on page 100. Like that far in so far. Okay, we just had a really intense scene. Like, oh my gosh, things are happening now. Because at first when it started off, I wasn't sure what the heck was going on. Like, I already talked to Maddie about this from Princess of Paperback. Because she lent me the ARC. But the first about 100 pages, really confusing. I wasn't sure who was who. There's some random kid named Squirrel. No idea. I still have yet to read Once and Future King. However, I feel like I do know the legend of Arthur and Merlin and all the good folks. And this is primarily about Nimue. It says Nimue on the cover and she gets the sword. It's definitely more along the lines of new adult, just based off of the amount of blood slaughter in this book. Like, it's not that it's super graphic or gory, but also it is. Like, it doesn't go into depth, but like all the stuff that's happening, I'm like, yeah. Like, there's just a pond of blood right now. I don't know what just happened. I guess we'll find out. I only have a minute left. Oh no. Well, I'm sure that no one cares. If you want to learn about the European Union, this book is fantastic. Also, this book is fantastic. Definitely Understanding the European Union, A Concise Introduction is the one to go for if you're interested in the European Union, political science, you know, like me. And then this is just a bunch of different texts that have brought together what the European Union is today. So if that interests you, those are 2 fantastic books that I'm reading for my class. The European Union. Wow, what? Haha. Okay, earlier I read volumes 18 and 19. This is 19, yes. This is 19. So I read volume 18 yesterday, finished it this morning. Then I just finished volume 19. Okay, so the last arc is actually what's going to be in season 4. So I'm not sure if I think this is going to make it into season 4 as well. Because it's still within the same arc, but like the major battle and like climax has already happened in My Hero Academia, in case you were wondering. Yeah, so the end of the battle arc within that larger arc, not my favorite. This right now, though, this is like what some people would call filler, but it's not. It's hyping it up for the next arc, and I love it. It's great. It's really good. I love it. 5 out of 5 stars always. Now I'm gonna read more of Cursed. Update. A couple of pages later. So Nimue won't take a hunk of cheese, like a little hard hunk of cheese that Arthur just tossed at her, because it's stolen. But also, this is right after a scene where like she kills a lot of people. So I'm like, Nimue, honey, your moral area is real gray right now. I don't know what's going on. What up, vlog? Hello, what's up fellow book lovers? So we're starting off this vlog in an interesting place. Just DNF Cursed by Frank Miller and Thomas Wheeler. Okay, Thomas Wheeler wrote it, Frank Miller did the illustrations. First off, don't love the art in this book. Like, it is not my style at all. Second off, don't love the book. Oh, don't love the book. I don't have any friends who are currently reading it or who have read it, so if you read it, please talk to me. I need to get someone else's opinion on this because I was so excited and really anticipating this book from the moment I heard about it. It's an Arthurian legend retelling, and I was going in trying to have first off like an open mind because I recently read an Arthurian legend retelling that I did not love at all, but I made it through that one. And now I wanted to give this one a shot, and this one's turning into a Netflix show really soon. So why did I DNF it? Well, first off, the characters are just so flat. Like, none of them have any motivations at all. There's barely any character description. There's like the images to go off of, but those are weird. And then the world seems really cool. Like, there's fae and there's like all these different kinds of fae, but it's never explained at all. And yes, I probably need a little more explanation than other people, but it's not explained at all. There's just these groups, and then there's these red paladins who are evil. I don't know. And like, the amount of bloodshed in this book, like, it's not at all in detail and it's not gory, but it's just like she chops off 10 dudes' heads and you're like, okay. And it feels like this book would fit better in adults, not because it's necessarily explicit or has adult material, but it would work better if it did. Just like the atmosphere and everything, like, it feels like it should be an adult book, and then they would have a little more reign to like do things with it, but you know, I guess not. So we're starting off this vlog very well, very exciting. I don't usually talk about DNFing books because I definitely have in the past. I just don't like to publicize it because, I don't know, there's this large negative energy with it. Like, I'm not saying this book is terrible. It's just not for me, and I, as a writer and as a reader, just don't agree with it. Also, they use the term leper, which is not good. Yeah, so I made it 45% through, and I've decided to no longer waste my time because this book, this was putting me in a reading slump. I did not want to read this. I wanted to get through it to get it over with. I've been struggling through it, so basically made it halfway. Now I give up. Now instead, we're gonna read The 10,000 Doors of January, which I am so excited about. It is by Alex E. Harrow, and it's something about literally like 10,000 doors that you step through and go to a different dimension, world, or something. I don't know. I'm excited. I don't want to know too much. I think the main character is named January, which is cool. I'm just gonna read this because I want to read something I enjoy. know. It's Saturday, October 19th. Maybe this is the start of a new vlog. Maybe this is the rest of another vlog. I look and sound like this because I just woke up and it's the weekend and I haven't slept that much since last weekend, so I'm feeling wild right now. Today, I'm going to be doing mostly a lot of homework, and I'm going to be doing work and editing people's stories because that's what I do. Yeah, so hope you like watching people do their Russian homework. Ooh, yes. Yeah. That's the plan. If you're staying along with me, good luck. Canadian jail roast patty, what? Update. Look, I've woken up fully. Probably have egg everywhere too. I don't. Good. Okay. Look, my room is clean again. Oh my god, my bed is made. What? My lights still don't work, but you know, I never told you that they didn't, so you don't know that. Okay, I'm about to start Russian homework. I might actually film beforehand because I want to do that, so we'll see. Also, I feel like there's something that should be addressed. It's not tea, but it is Twitter. Hang on, let's see. Where did it go? Ah, of course, it's already at the top. So, a couple days ago, I tweeted a thing. It was just an interaction with a coworker. It currently has 135 retweets and 1,318 likes. This is the most social interaction I've ever had in my life, social media or otherwise. What really gets me is the impressions. So the impressions are right now 48,839. The power of the internet. It's really just me talking about how I told a coworker that I DNF'd a book and now I could read other things on my DVR. And he was like, you did what? And here's a really funny thing. So the next day at work, I pulled up Twitter and I'm like, oh my gosh, look. And he was like, what? And I'm like, you made me Twitter famous. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no. You should be either honored or impressed right now. Anyways, so let's do my Russian homework. Ooh, dead flowers. Spooky content. Oh. Что ты делал вечера? Я весь день работал, а вечером смотрел телевизор. Hello. So, I just finished reading Looking for Alaska a couple weeks ago in anticipation for the Hulu series. Now I'm going to watch the Hulu series and compare and see and rate and review. It's official. This book is so boring. Let me find the book. You can't see what it is, but I can. It's the 10,000 Doors of January. For being fair, I'm not far in at all, but it's so boring. So here's the real tea. This book is so boring right now. It's so boring. One page, I think I made it last night to 100, but I fell asleep at least 3 times. And this was at 9 o'clock, okay? At 9 o'clock, I kept falling asleep while reading this book. It's so boring. At this point, I think I'm like a third way through it. Is it going to get better? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Also, I don't have any time to read. Yeah, if you really want to know what my current read is, it's readings on the theory and practice of European integration. You have to read this for class. I'm also 50 pages behind and I have the class in like a couple hours. And I have to send in questions. You know, I don't usually procrastinate, but I literally didn't have any time before. Now. Everything's fine. It's me again. I've had a mess of a day. So basically, I put Long Way Down on Libby. I put Long Way Down on hold on the app Libby so I could read it for class because I don't have $10 to buy the book, and it's only 2 hours of listening time. And it said for the last like 4 days that I will receive it in a few days, and I still haven't received it. And I have to have it read by tomorrow at 8 a.m. and it's 6 now. So I've gone to my local Barnes & Noble so I can read the book in 2 freaking hours. Yeah, I also have a Russian test tomorrow. So clearly I'm not reading for fun in this. Although I'm sure Long Way Down is going to be really good. But so anxious enough to throw up. It's great. I should update you. I went to Barnes & Noble. I got the Long Way Down. I was standing in line and I was the next person to go to the cash register. And I pulled out my phone. I was like looking at my phone. I'm like, oh yeah, I should check Libby again, you know, just in case I finally got my loan in. And I did. I checked it and I finally got the audiobook for Long Way Down. So I was like standing here with this book in line because there weren't any of the reading spots available. So I was like, I guess I just gotta buy the book because you can't just sit like in the cafe area with a book that you haven't bought. Like that just stresses me out. So I pretended like I'd forgotten something. Walked all the way around the store so it wasn't as if like I just bought it online or something like that and was like, you know, cheating the system. I mean, I rented it for free, so put it back, looked around at other things, got something in the cafe and started listening to it on audiobook. And now 2 hours later I've listened to the entire thing, so I just finished a book. In less than 2 hours because I was listening on 1.5 times speed. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I thought that the premise and what the story is about is a guy gets into an elevator and is on his way to bring justice to the person who killed his brother. He thinks he knows who that person is, and he's gonna go find them and he's going to kill them. And the entire story takes place in, I think it's 87 seconds or 67 seconds, when he's going down in the elevator and there's all these ghosts that come into the elevator and all of them have interacted with guns in some way and he knows who they are personally. So it's like a decently thick book, but that's because it's specifically told in verse. And like the way that it's written on the page impacts the reading of it. And yeah, so that's why it's like only 2 hours listening time. Yeah, so I give it 3.5 stars because even though the premise and I think the storyline was really important and I loved the way that it was told within just an elevator ride, like those kinds of stories and things like that are super cool. Like if you've ever seen the movie Locke, in that, what's his name? Tom Hardy. In that movie, Tom Hardy is like the only actor that you really see, and the entire story takes place from him getting off work, going into his car, and him driving to a certain location. And he does like phone calls with people in between, and you see like a little tiny flashback, I think, at some point, but most of it is literally just Tom Hardy driving in a car for like 2 hours. And it's a fantastic movie. So those kinds of things, I really love those kinds of things. But with this one, it felt too short. Like I wanted just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't have that oomph that I was really kind of looking for. Yeah, but that was one of the books I had to read for class. So did that good because I have class at 8 tomorrow and I have to have it read by then. Whoop, whoop. And now I have to finish all of my Russian homework as well. Yay! Before I forget, I have a tiny mini book haul. So I already opened the box, but like, is opening the box the exciting part of the book haul? I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't think so, but... So, Barnes & Noble was having a buy one, get one half off fiction, and I wanted to actually buy Between Shades of Grey by Richard Spitas because that is the book that I'm going to be reading as one of my options for my young adult literature class. As you can see, my makeup is falling down. Slay's makeup's falling down, falling down, falling down. That's fine. Don't worry about it. So, I got this one. I really don't love the color. The cover, I don't like it. Why is it eyelashes covered in snow? This is about World War II in Soviet Russia and Lithuania, and you made the cover eyelashes covered in snow? What? Like, the hardcover version of it isn't good, but you know, it's almost better than this. Oh, soon to be major motion picture Ashes in the Snow. Did that already happen? That would be interesting to know. Anyways, I got this. I also, since it was buy one, get one half off, and I've been wanting to read this, and my Libby loan came in, but I don't have time to read it on Libby. So I got The Unhoneymooners. I have heard amazing things about this, and some people will be like, Slay, that's a summer read, and it's October now, you should be reading spooky books. I'm sorry, I don't like spooky books. I don't like suspense, thrillers, mystery, horror. I don't like it. I like rom-com books, so I'm gonna read this sometime soon, probably in the middle of December when I'm in snow, and I'll be reading this. So as far as I know, this is about like the best man and the bridesmaid having to go on the honeymoon that was meant to be for the bride and groom, but like something would happen, so they have to like test it out or something like that. So sounds like a fun disaster. I can't wait to read it. Let's see how long it is. 400 pages. I mean, $3.99, but same difference. Hello, it's October 23rd. Have I mentioned what day it is at all during this reading vlog? No, I haven't. This is because in this reading vlog, the concept of time does not exist. Oh. Anyways, so I'm gonna start reading Percy Jackson and the Olympians. The last one. The Last Olympian. That's it. Nailed it. Wow, look at me go. Assignment graded? No, I don't want it to be. So, I have been buddy reading Percy Jackson with Maddie since June? I think so. We're finally on The Last Olympian. It's emotional. It's emotional. Read. Hi! Hi! Long time no talk. So, I'm super busy. I'm hardly gonna have time to read on the weekend or during the week or for the next 2 months. So what's the point of these reading vlogs? Me attempting to read in these short pieces of time that I have. Yes, I realize I just DNF'd this, but here's the thing. DNFing isn't permanent. Just because I DNF'd it once does not mean that I can toss it out immediately. So many people have said that they have absolutely loved this book, so I don't know if I'm reading into it in the wrong way. I haven't gotten that far, so I feel like I should give it a little more of a chance to speak for itself, because maybe I'm just reading into these themes and messaging in the wrong way, because I'm just on edge. I'm just stressed out all the time. So I'm gonna go get a croissant because I was just paid and I deserve a gosh darn croissant. I really do. Get a croissant. I'm gonna read for like the time it takes me to eat a croissant. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do so much homework. This is now a study vlog. I don't know if I'm a study YouTuber now, but this is what you've signed up for if you've made it this far in this monthly October vlog. I can't wait to edit and find out if this is like, if I literally just don't vlog enough to do more than monthly and it's like 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Or if this is like 3 hours and I'm like, let's go. Okay, never mind. I got him to go and I got 3. Yeah, because it was really crowded in there, because I mean, it is just like 10, so a lot more people are out and about now. Excuse you, sir. So, yeah, the prime seating was taken, and then it gets a little weird if you're like, oh, can I have like one for here, 2 to go, can you warm up the 1 for here, and yeah, so I'm just gonna enjoy these in the comfort of my home and read there. I'm gonna make some either coffee or tea at home because I kind of just spent all my money for the weekend.
Get a little bit breathless. My thoughts are too big. Can I get some comfort, please?
She's working hard. She's working hard. She's got some fake ass rain playing in the background.
Guess I should have been honest. It breaks in my heart. It's weighing me down, baby. I'm like a river that's overflowed. The sooner you know it, the less do we hurt. Let me speak the truth.